Footballers often hold themselves in high regard, yet occasionally their actions can be quite foolish. So here are 0 IQ moments in the game. Let's talk about Luis Suárez, the footballer with a knack for getting into funny situations. Back in 2014, during a World Cup match between Uruguay and Italy, Suárez did something that took his craziness to a whole new level. You see, he was jealous of Giorgio Chiellini's skills on the field, so he thought, why not take a little nibble out of Chiellini himself? But Suárez forgot that there were over 60,000 people in the stadium and a whopping 200 million folks watching on TV. As you can imagine, this didn't go over well, and he got an 8-game timeout. Surprisingly, he hasn't tried to taste his opponents again since then. Maybe he's developed a taste for fair play. Elsewhere, during Ronaldo's initial stint at Manchester United, he had a completely different style compared to the CR7 we are familiar with today. This version of Ronaldo was all about flashy tricks and skills. In one particular game, Manchester United was playing brilliantly, and when Ryan Giggs found himself in the penalty box, he spotted Ronaldo wide open. So he passed the ball to him, and all Ronaldo had to do was gently tap it into the net to secure the win. But what did he do instead? Well, just take a look at him. He's furious with himself. He was really ticked off. On another occasion, CR7 executed a fantastic run and delicately chipped the ball towards the goal in an elaborate fashion. Then, Nani came along and headed the ball, but guess what? The linesman decided it was an offside play. Ronaldo's reaction? He looked like he wished he had a magic wand to make Nani vanish from the face of the earth. I mean, seriously, what was Nani thinking? Ronaldo's frustration was off the charts. We might as well say Nani's IQ was a solid 0 at that moment. But Nani's IQ level can never match what Fernando Torres did against United. So, Torres had recently made a switch to Chelsea not too long ago, but let's just say he was having a rough go of it at the club. In a match against United, Chelsea's star striker Drogba was sidelined due to injury, giving Torres the golden opportunity to take the lead in the attack. At the beginning, things seemed okay for him, but then he pulled off a blunder so epic that it shattered whatever speck of confidence he had left. I mean, seriously dude, you've accomplished so much, just tap that ball into the net already. That miss turned Torres into an overnight sensation, and not in a good way. It was like he became the Premier League's favourite punchline. But can you believe what Eric Dyer did when his tank got full? Well, hear this out. Spurs found themselves up against Chelsea in the Carabao Cup showdown, and boy oh boy, did Dyer have a pressing issue. He needed to make a trip to the bathroom, and it wasn't for a leisurely read of the sports section. So, while everyone's eyes were glued to the ball, Dyer made a mad dash to the restroom. Now, picture this. Dyer's manager, the one and only Jose Mourinho, couldn't believe his eyes. He suddenly realized his team was a man down, and then it hit him. Dyer was missing in action. So, like a detective in pursuit of a prime suspect, Mourinho went on a mission to find Eric. And where did he find him? Well, right there in the stadium's restroom, of all places. Mourinho pulled him out of the toilet like a magician pulling a rabbit out of a hat and thrust him straight back into the game. Talk about a quick bathroom break turnaround. Mourinho's expression must have been priceless, and Dyer probably earned the name Restroom Rocket after that escapade. But football, my friends, is one exciting game that stirs up emotions. Playing for your country makes you feel like a real patriot, ready to do anything for your homeland. While scoring goals and celebrating with your teammates is loads of fun, sometimes players take it a bit too far and end up in a funny situation. Let's jump back to the 2018 World Cup when Belgium played against England in a group match. Belgium scored a goal in the 58th minute, which should have been a moment of pure joy, but something unexpected turned the game into a hilarious memory. Imagine this. Michy Batshuayi, a 27-year-old Crystal Palace forward, wanted to celebrate the goal in his special way right in front of England's goal. He picked up the ball and tried to kick it back into the net with style. But surprise! The ball bounced off the goalpost and hit Batshuayi right in the face. In one of the funniest football moments ever, Batshuayi closed his eyes and put his hand on his face as if to say, ouch, that hurt. He didn't expect the ball to come back and hit him like that. It's a classic example of when football pranks players right on the field. But you won't believe this. But we're diving into one of the most unforgettable moments in football history, and not in a good way. When PSG went head-to-head with Strasbourg in the league back in 2018, it was supposed to be a cakewalk for the Parisians. However, with just 27 minutes on the clock, the score was tied at 1 apiece. So, PSG decided it was time to crank up the excitement. They unleashed a lightning-fast offensive, slicing through the Strasbourg's defense like a hot knife through butter. And then came the moment that should have been a guaranteed goal. Christopher Nkunku sent a perfectly placed shot that was destined for the back of the net. No doubt about it. But here's where it gets wild. Choupo-Moting, with the agility of a cat on a pogo stick, somehow prevented that ball from going in. I mean, seriously, it looked like it took more effort to miss than to score, but Choupo-Moting managed the impossible. Take a look at Kylian Mbappe's expression. Even the speedster himself couldn't wrap his head around it. That miss was so mind-boggling that it had the entire stadium shaking their heads in disbelief. It's like Choupo-Moting wanted to redefine the art of how not to score a goal. Well, one thing's for sure, you've probably never seen anything quite like this on a football pitch. And it's the kind of moment that becomes legendary for all the wrong reasons. So let's wrap it up here. And we know that your IQ is really good. And if you want to further increase it, do subscribe to our channel for more fun videos. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye!